Hello, everybody.
Morning, guys.
Joe here.
Kevin.
Okay, so this is the premiere of season 4.
Right.
We've had a fantastic run so far.
Sure.
Seasons 1 through 3 all stand out on their own. Really loved how we left off last season. The Barksdales.
Yeah, pretty much done.
It's
It's done. I don't know. I mean, you never know, right? But
I think it's safe to assume
that we're not going to see much of them, if anything. Like, we could still see Avon at some point, right?
We could.
Just simply because, like, we saw Beatty Russell for one scene last season.
Yeah.
You know, we saw Bunny Colvin, like, once in season 2, and then he was such a major part of season 3, like the long setup.
Yeah.
So we could very easily have Avon in jail for a scene or two for who knows what reason. The writers know what they're doing, so it could happen.
I like the idea of it being done though, just because like
Sure.
it was such a fitting finale.
It was a great finale
for not just Avon but for Stringer as well, right?
That 2-episode arc there where we lose the two of them.
Yeah.
Basically, they take each other out ultimately.
It feels like we really closed the book on that.
I agree.
So I'm curious to see where we're headed with this season.
Right.
We still have Carcetti in the mix.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have the mayoral election somewhere in here, and I expect Carcetti to become the mayor of Baltimore.
Yeah.
and that to be an important piece of season 4 or season 5.
Yes, and I want to see what the aftershock of last season is going to be in this season, right?
Sure.
Like, what's next,
Right.
basically? How do we get the Wire back up? How do we get Jimmy back into everything? You know,
Right. Yeah, the Wire stays up.
well, sure, but like,
But what are they going to focus on?
Yeah, exactly.
There are two obvious options. Marlo Stanfield, who I think is the obvious heir apparent.
Yep.
To Avon. He's got a smaller crew. He's a smaller guy. They don't really know him that much, the police, but that doesn't matter because I was thinking about this morning. They spent a lot of time last season showing us that, yeah, Avon had the bigger army, but they were morons.
They were
absolute idiots. And Marlo's crew, in particular, we kind of see the Chris and Snoop, the girl. We've seen a little bit of them, seem way more capable.
Yeah.
And a lot smarter and more careful than Avon's people were.
Almost,
yeah, absolutely. Between Marlo, who I think is going to be important either in this season or next season, and Proposition Joe, who I think has got to have a bigger role at some point too. His co-op is still going to go on, I feel like, because the Barksdales are gone, but remember, last season he almost kicked him out anyway.
Yeah,
to continue it. So I think that's still going on, and Marlo refused to be a part of it.
Yeah, of course.
So those two guys aren't together. So they're going to be separate targets, right? If the police go after both of them,
for sure. And I like that. I like that it stays separate. Like you said, I like these. You called the heir apparent. I do agree with that. Also, what I'm curious about too is we kind of touched upon it last week. Guys like Bodie.
Yeah.
Do they just pick a new crew to work for? Like, how does that work?
It's got to be right.
Yeah.
I feel like the two main guys we saw that didn't go down were Bodie and Slim Charles. Were still out. I'm sure they have to go work for another crew or something, but I think they were left out on purpose to be able to come back.
Sure.
Right? Poot got swept up.
I was very surprised to see Poot go to
Bernard
jail.
and his girlfriend, who I loved.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name. They got swept up. So most of the crew's gone, but they intentionally made sure we knew that Bodie and Slim Charles were still out.
Yeah.
So I think something happens with them. I want to see Dennis and see, if after,
Love to see Dennis, yeah.
After, all of his boxers had to go back to work. If he's still able to do the gym, but I think a lot of characters are going to be we were kind of done with.
Yeah,
which
Bunny's
means,
done. I mean,
right? Bunny, Bunny's done. Avon's done. So I feel like we're going to get new characters this season. Every season we've gotten some really great new characters.
Yeah, we have.
And I expect this to be no different.
Exactly.
No idea, right? It's going to be a new focus of the show. The drug trade in season 1, the ports and the drug suppliers in season 2, the politics in season 3. I don't know what season 4 is going to be. It's going to be something else.
And even Jimmy. What's Jimmy up to?
That's true.
He seemed like he was in a much healthier spot.
He's going to be dating Russell. It sounds like Beatty Russell.
Kind of seems that way.
And he's not drinking as much, and he's not dogging as much.
He's had a change of heart.
Yeah. So, Kima's our new dog on the show.
Yeah, she is.
All right, we should get started here. We do want to go and thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here. Thanks, guys. Give a special thank you to all our super patrons: AB, Actuary Looker, Balaj Fuldez, Derek Peterson, Devin Garneau, MTC93, Jamie Morgan, Jeff, Jojo Potato, Natasha Norris, NJ, Sudugood Varapu, Trey Contreras, Ware Panda 47, Wolfgang Wolf, and Yannick from Montreal. As always, guys, thanks so much. We're really glad you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you're watching us on YouTube, YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you might hit the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we have coming your way.
If you look in the description below, you'll see a link to our Patreon page for full-length reactions. We're way ahead of everything over there. You are going to have to sync and watch along on your own source material, though. We do obey all copyright laws.
Yep. And a lot of folks on Patreon have said this is like the best season.
A lot of people on YouTube said the same. This is their favorite season of television, some of them.
Yeah.
So we are going to boot, that's Snoopy, I think. So they are going to be following Marlo. At least some of it.
I don't think she's using that nail gun for construction either.
Carried it like a gun, right? Hey, which one kills people better?
Right. Yeah.
Are you contracting or just doing some work around the house?
No, we work all over.
Fully automatic with a 27 caliber charge. Wood, concrete, steel to steel.
A person.
Yeah, right.
Man, shit, I seen a tiny ass 22 round nose dropping plenty of days.
Look at this guy's face.
Big joints though, big joints, man. Just break a bone, just say fuck it. I'm gonna go with this right here, man. How much I owe you?
$669 plus tax.
He's just going to pay this.
Oh no, you just pay at the register.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's a checkout.
And keep the rest for your time.
This is $800.
So what, man? You earned that bump like a motherfucker.
Oh my God, you just tipped him.
Yep. Yeah, she did just tip a guy.
Like $100. Are they killing people with nail guns?
I think they are. I really do.
Yeah.
Yep.
27 caliber, full auto, no kickback, nail throwing mayhem, man. Shit right here is tight.
Oh my God.
We can kill a couple motherfuckers with this right here. You laughing? I'm in school, dog. Trying to tell you.
My God.
All right. Well,
That was quite a cold open, wasn't it? Oh, new song.
that's right.
Yeah. This show does not miss on its cold opens,
It does
does
not.
it?
No.
What an introduction to those characters, because we haven't
sure.
seen much of them.
Like we were talking about, they're probably largely going to be the focus this season.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
With the 5 jobs last month thing.
Right, yeah, that's pretty funny. So they killed 5 people last month.
Truth is, if they're still using cell phones in this day and age, they're mine. And if Marlon Stanfield's on the cell, he'll be mine too.
Cool as the smoke.
Yeah.
I was proud to be chasing those Barksdales, but this Stanfield kid.
Not as fierce as we thought.
I don't buy that.
This unit needs good, hard targets, or it'll go soft.
Be that as it may, I'll assume you want another 30 days on your taps.
So how's he getting away with murder? Because if they killed 5 people last month, how can he not have any bodies for months?
Yeah.
We've been running down all the paper we pulled out of Stringer's apartment and the B&B office downtown.
I miss Prez, man. I do.
Fresh cases got in the way.
And your lieutenant's gonna okay this kind of paper?
Our lieutenant has a fearless heart.
They have a new lieutenant because Daniels got promoted.
That's right. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Why are they in my pile?
Why is your pile in my workspace?
Because I'm doing real work.
Working my nerves is what you...
Anyway, I think I squeeze in if Tony Gray draws off 25, 26% of the vote, because most of that's out of Royce's base.
25% is a big number for Gray.
Is this guy an actual ex-mayor of Baltimore?
I don't know.
Excuse me, Your Eminence. You're due at the Bel Air Edison Senior Center, and I don't want to be lying to a room full of wrinkle.
Oh, he's been in some stuff.
Yeah.
The candidate's on your clock. Don't ever let him forget it.
No, indeed.
What has he been in? It's driving me nuts. I'll look it up after, but
We saw him recently on 30 Rock.
yeah.
Never seen a beach house so fine.
Think so?
Shit, makes me think about retirement, and I only got 9 years on.
I have to get over to Delaware and see my contractor.
Oh, no problem. Me and Lester will cover for you on that. No problem at all.
So they have a new lieutenant who lets them do whatever they want.
Yeah. He's the opposite of Daniels.
He is the opposite of Daniels.
Yo, man, to do something with that ponytail. Cops can make his ass from a mile away. Braided or something.
Yeah, it's actually smart. Like,
Yeah.
if you run from a group...
Bodie's not dumb.
No.
You out here on your own, dog. Get up.
So he's kind of an independent operator
Yeah.
then.
I mean, I didn't even consider that. He's not an idiot.
Right.
He's been in the game for a while.
What's Herc doing?
Suit.
Right? Not exactly Shaft anymore, is he?
No, right.
Just for a moment, man. Seen Hoskins?
Lieutenant went upstairs already.
He's like a detective now.
Right? He didn't seem smart enough to be a detective to
That's
me.
what I'm saying.
I'd fuck you to fuck her, man. Yeah? You'd fuck a guy for a chance to fuck a hot broad?
Remember that conversation between him and Carve where he said that, the baseball player?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really defensive about that.
Yeah.
Been on this detail how long?
8 months. 8 months with Clarence Royce.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready to take a bullet for the mayor of Baltimore?
So he's like a bodyguard?
Cover, yeah. Protection.
No, not now. Maybe tomorrow. Is that crawl check again?
That feel a loaded conversation to you?
Maybe. It was the way they shot it. It was
Yeah.
interesting, you know?
That lost ball and high grass motherfucker Carcetti needs to get used to life in the wilderness.
Be careful what you say around Herc. He's a snitch.
He is a snitch.
Yes, ma'am?
Is it the Salisbury steak for lunch today, or is they doing tacos?
Oh, my God.
Waterside retail space and restaurants that grow Baltimore's tax base and help rebuild our city.
Maybe it's not schools. Maybe they are focusing more on the politics this year again.
I'm fine with that.
I want to thank you and your administration for making this next stage of redevelopment for Baltimore's harbor a reality.
Call back to season 2 where they were afraid this was going to happen at the ports.
Yeah.
Come on, stop playing, B. Hey, if it wasn't for social promotion, your ass would still be in pre-K, motherfucker.
Oh, my God.
Lex, did you hear me? Damn, y'all. Youngins don't got a scrap of work ethic nowadays, man. Yo, make sure you come early tomorrow, because it ain't always going to be this slow.
Pandemic.
That's my boss.
Yeah, right? Yeah, really.
I really need that access to make the site viable.
Right. I'll get my people on it.
Thank you, sir.
That means nothing.
Yep, exactly.
That looked like a lie, didn't it?
It
to
sure
that smile.
did. Yes, it did.
I think he can do a lot better than the 4,000. Don't you? I don't even want to know.
So it's about money.
Chris, please.
Don't fret, boss. I got you covered. Quick and clean, I promise.
Oh, man.
Chris.
Yeah, they're terminal. They don't mess around at all.
Yeah.
Dude.
No muss, no fuss, no emotion. Just do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they're doing. They're killing him in vacants and then boarding him up, and that's why they can't find the bodies. So when they said like Marlo's got no bodies on him, he's got plenty of bodies. They just aren't looking in the vacant apartments.
And we saw last season, like he killed that girl.
Yeah, he shot that girl right in front
outside
of
her house.
Yeah. That might have been longer ago, but he's just hiding the bodies now. You're right.
We lost Mr. Parker and Miss Bowles.
Gregory's leaving?
Hired by the county. And Bowles, I knew she wasn't coming back the way they tore up her classroom.
Okay, so this is cool.
Definitely a Baltimore.
Man at the door. No system ID, but says he's new here.
Well, buzz him in before something changes his mind.
Oh, God, that's depressing.
Right.
All the way on the left. Pull it hard. Hard.
Oh my gosh.
Not a goddamn thing up in here works like it should.
But you turn to the cafeteria assignments and you see that's going to leave Ernest alone for second period. And
She's definitely Baltimore
That's
too
what I'm
with
saying.
that
Yeah,
accent.
definitely
Yeah.
Baltimore local.
Oh, Prez.
Tell him, because I ain't even going to try to pronounce it.
Roland Prez-Belusky? Everyone just calls me Prez.
So he's be teaching, okay.
Yeah.
I won't have my certificate until next year. But with the resident teachers program, they said I'd be getting classes because of staff shortages.
Jesus, lambs to the slaughter here.
Oh, my God.
I was a police in the city.
Marcia Donnelly.
Yeah, right.
Oh, good.
Yeah. We need you.
Jimmy, Major wants to see you.
Jimmy, come on in.
So he's still working with Daniels, okay.
Yeah.
McNulty, I'm short 2 men in ops, and my follow-up squad couldn't make a case to save its life. You're too damn good to be humping calls.
Thanks for the offer, though.
He'll be back. Mm-hmm. It makes sense that Daniels is his boss then for that to happen.
Yeah.
Where's the love, Bodie? Nothing? How about just hello?
Right?
Hello. See? That wasn't so hard, was it?
The guy grabbed the broom.
Lex, my man, how's your day going? Not to criticize or anything, but I think you missed a spot there. Dang it. Reese, you look like someone just shot your dog. You all right, man?
He's getting to know everybody, just like Bunny told him to.
You hear what he said? Yo, dog. You send him up to Lamel next month, I'll make sure Miss Davis puts him in remedial math and we'll have done some good here today. Everything good? Yeah, just words.
Mr. Entrapment, how you doing?
Yeah.
Entrapment, yeah.
I'm still dining out on that story. You know, he beat the wiretap a year ago. Claimed entrapment when he was clocking in Bunny Colden's Amsterdam.
All the great callbacks.
Yeah, man.
I say, have a good evening, Mr. Broadus.
And a good evening to you, Sergeant Carver. And a very good evening to you, Officer Colicchio.
Fuck yourself with a 40 shit breath.
Oh, Crew Top hasn't changed any, has he?
Can't bust every head, Tony.
I can't.
Bust every head, who you gonna talk to when the shit happens?
It's like, I never really thought about it that way.
I just like hitting people.
Yeah. I've really come around on Carver.
Me too.
I like him.
He's grown up a lot since season 1.
Right now, you need to be in the call room dialing for dollars.
Oh, fuck! I can't do it anymore. I hate it. I hate it more than anything. I fucking hate it. I don't give a flying fuck about what you think or what your concerns are. But I do care about what your cute little blonde wife thinks about so many things. But
Oh my god. He's not on the phone.
He's on the phone.
All finished. You need $30,000 in the next 3 hours.
Jeez.
No bullshit, Tommy. You hit your number or die in this room.
That sucks.
Yeah.
He's got to cold call people all day.
This guy's not going to let this girl thing go, is he? I didn't catch the girl's name, did you? That he's like pining over?
no fucking way. They got enough power in the middle of the lineup. What they need is pitching.
So he's not doing it.
Nah, let's play some darts.
Yeah. They think he's doing it because the phone line's busy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, man.
That would suck, though.
No, I would hate
Just
that part
call people
too.
till you get $30,000.
Can I get money? Yeah.
Right?
Crazy. I mean, like, I'm really gonna get that motherfucker right to Woodlawn. Shit.
Whoa!
What's up, Patrice?
Oh my god.
So
Fruit's dead.
Fruit's dead.
Yeah.
Niggas just walked up to him outside of the Paragon and served him up. One to the face. Wow.
He said he would.
Yeah.
Anything on Fruit's phone?
Nothing outgoing for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I know they're in strollers. I was kidding. That's funny. Yeah, never mind. 4,000's good. Thanks.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit, he's got everything from MLK to Fulton now.
How do you hold that much real estate without making bodies?
Did they figure it out that where the bodies are?
I wonder.
Look at that bow-legged motherfucker. I made him walk like that.
I love Bunk so much.
I do too. I'm really glad that Bunk, even though he's not really part of the wire, gets to stay around all the time.
He's great. He's one of the best supporting characters.
Ragtag shit up on pacing. I mean, they get this shit from Joe, but they're mostly independent.
They gone, Marlo.
That's the most he spoke the whole show.
What I want was some off-brand Hilltop Corner. And why I need to be stacking bodies when there wasn't no one trying to war with us?
So he's smart.
Yeah.
You notice that Chris was kind of nodding before he even said that. Like,
Yeah.
these guys know what they're doing.
They do.
Lex should be on his way out of Baltimore right now.
Lex
He's
got
screwed
some
up.
issues, yeah.
6:30 tomorrow morning. Don't make me drag you out of bed like you did yesterday.
I'll see you in 5 hours, basically.
Right.
Terrace Boys Bank, they coming across the tracks over there by Ramsey Street. Teron, Manny, Herbie.
Okay, so they're all friends. Okay.
Yeah.
They can't whoop on Dookie like that.
Yeah, I know. Only we can whip on Dookie like that.
You gotta step it up.
His name is Dookie. That's awful.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, shit. Randy got an idea.
Remember we had for dinner last night? Tuna sub. I ate in the car.
When I'm finished writing my memoirs, that should be in there, no doubt.
In order to prevent distemper, Norman, you must vary the candidate's menu.
If you're done chewing, let's give these new radio spots a listen.
You can eat well when you're mayor.
I read the copy before the studio mix. I think they're strong.
They're bullshit. Weak bullshit. I wouldn't vote for me.
Okay, so not going well.
Where am I going again?
One of those neighborhoods between Oliver and Middle East.
Middle East. Well, that's a good name for it. Fucking Fallujah.
Good God.
We called and called downtown. Ain't nothing gets done.
Okay, show me.
Right this way, Councilman. The first thing I want you to take a look at.
He was coming a little hot there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Thought he was going to blow up on
He turned it on like a politician.
Yeah.
How the fuck you know what water running be like, dude? Water been off in your house since last year.
Okay, so he's not homeless.
Oh shit, I'm ready.
They're making piss balloons.
Oh. Gross.
Yeah.
Can't go with watching, yo.
I can't either.
Yeah, that's funny. Innocent enough.
Yeah.
And they get older, and they get guns. You know, that's what
Right.
happens, yeah. Let's hope that they... I like that we had that scene with them talking about retaliation.
Right.
We also had a scene about retaliation with Marlo. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
That's true.
Yo, y'all ever know that boy who go by the name D's?
These.
Yeah, these nuts.
Ooh. It's the oldest trick in the book, man. You
Yeah.
fell for that.
Yo, come on.
Oh, there's
crap.
a lot of them.
Dude, start booking it.
You didn't get much of a head start there to get up to speed.
No. And they're going to get hit.
Damn, I knew them bitches gonna set us up.
Yeah, I'm fucking saying, bitches. What you mean, bitches?
Don't ever disrespect terms.
Oh!
Come here.
Well, what'd you think was going to happen?
Right.
Oh! Threw a brick at him?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, he went in.
Oh!
IALAC. Let's go. Once again.
Oh, I hate these kind of meetings where you have to like participate.
Yeah.
We telling ourselves?
I am lovable and capable.
Oh,
God, that's so sad.
I'd like to know what your lesson plan suggests when Harold Houndshell sends a full set of textbooks through a closed window.
Whoa.
Fair questions, but...
They're frustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in supervising the scene, tactical
Can't help it. You stir my manhood. Little boy blue. By the name of Lex. Lester heard it on the wire.
Lester's up on the wire?
Shit, boy, you are out the loop.
No, he knows Lex.
Yeah.
This horse shit? You serious?
Back to school for the kids.
Oh, it needs the binder.
Oh.
Everybody made it back though, right?
Nah, my Keith had to go to Bones Schools for stitches. He got hit with a brick.
So you changed your clothes already?
He had to, yo.
Yeah.
But it was kind of funny when it happened, though. You know what I'm saying?
They blew himself up.
I think it's popsicles afterwards.
Yeah.
So you get out all right?
Yeah. Hurt my ankle going around the corner, but
Good you got away then.
Yeah, he didn't stop and help. He ran.
He did.
I know, we're way late.
Ain't no thing. You did good here. Turn that bullshit off. It is illegal.
He's working some long days, isn't he?
Yeah. A lot of tuna subs.
Black folk been voting white for a long time. You come correct, we listen. It's y'all that don't never vote black. Last white man I could vote for was Bobby Kennedy. And you ain't no Bobby K.
We were playing with Dookie today. You know how he be with his clothes and
Oh.
all.
It's good that child has friends, I suppose.
Yeah.
I know, you're gonna be out there again in a couple days. And can you call Frankie Special Services and have him send a cold patch truck?
He's trying to help.
Great, thanks. Love to Denise.
Hustle up, dog.
I mean, I'm glad he's at least trying to actually address people's concerns.
Yeah.
So this is me.
This is you.
So it was World War III over the summer.
Right, yeah.
He's not a cop anymore, which even he said he probably shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
Lex is just out on the corner.
School start, I'll be selling it for 3 times that.
Tell you what, let me get them Skittles.
Randy's a businessman.
Yeah. He's...
I can't believe he's just back out there.
Girl, tell him Patrice said he should come to the playground after 8.
Patrice, okay.
Look, dog, I don't be want to take none of Bodie's shit today about cutting work. All right, just do me that favor.
Yeah.
Hey, Norman.
Maybe I go to Clip-On for a while.
Don't do that.
4 more weeks, Jen.
Yeah, what's 4 more weeks?
Yeah. Just 1 more month of awful.
Yo, Chris, I didn't, yo.
It's good.
So they're never going to find him. The police.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's too
His
late.
car's out there waiting
Too late.
for him. Yep.
No, Lex. Where's that skinny mope?
He was here earlier. But fuck it, we'll come back, jack him tomorrow, no problem.
He's gonna be gone, dude.
He will be dead by tomorrow.
And we're definitely not going to see it. I don't think we are, because we saw what happens.
Yeah, we know.
Earlier. Yeah. Which that's more disturbing when you don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Either way, we know where he ends up. Plastic in a vacant apartment.
Chris and Snoop.
What?
Look,
That's not what he was doing.
just be cool, all right?
That's gonna mess with
That's
him.
a lot to put on a kid. Yeah, that's a child.
That's
dude.
not what he was trying to do.
Tony's got to get some traction in West Baltimore.
Yeah, he needs to be rounding 25% and headed for 30.
So do you have to help Tony?
Fuck was I thinking?
A hell of a lot can happen between now and Election Day. I've been ahead further than Royce is and lost.
He's being a little baby this episode,
He is,
isn't he?
yeah.
Where the fuck you going? I'm your ride home, man.
Right, yeah. You would think it would start snapping, but it's all.
I don't know.
Up.
They covered it up, yeah.
I mean, imagine however many years later, like when they tear that down. And
At some point, right? Yeah, you got to find a skeleton.
A ton of carcasses. Oh, that's a crazy shot.
Yeah, especially since there's like so many possible buildings you could use.
Yeah. How many bodies were there? Like,
I'll be coming back through at about 20, Councilman. Do me a favor and take it down the road.
You can always tell that accent. Take down the road. He's a local guy.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught drinking.
Oh my God, a career that ended this race in a hurry, wouldn't it? Drunk in a public park after hours.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot.
I feel like Randy's going to be an important character this season.
I think so. Well, out of all those kids, I was wondering, like, I thought it could be Dookie or it could be the kid working for Bodie, but he might be the
right. I didn't catch his name. Did you?
Who?
The kid working, the ponytail working for Bodie.
They said
it, but yeah, or the other kid that seems like the most mature one out of all of them.
Yeah, I'm sure
we'll get if they're important, we'll get back to them.
But I think it's
okay.
What I find so fascinating about this episode is that we get the perspectives of the kids, right? I mean,
yeah.
Like, obviously we've had Wallace in season 1.
Yeah,
but these kids seem younger in a way.
No, these are. I think that might have been like middle school, right? You know what I mean, like 7th graders or something.
Yep. And so the fact that we see that perspective. Well, it's innocent enough now with pea balloons, right?
Right.
But then we see how it escalates. We see the violence is still involved. They're getting bricks thrown at them.
You're right. Do you think this is the kind of like the angle we're taking isn't really the schools per se, but just how a 10 or 12 or 13-year-old kid
how you get into this life?
How you go from just being a kid to how you end up in this lifestyle,
how you
right?
graduate, so to speak.
Yeah. I mean, really, like how the expectations are. That's where you end up.
Yeah.
How hard it is to stay away from it or out of it.
If they can convey that. Which I think they can, because the show's fantastic. That would be so powerful. You know?
I agree. Yeah.
And also just so heavy to think about. You know what I mean? Because we kept cutting back from them to Marlo's crew,
right?
Where they're having like essentially the same discussion.
Yeah, it's just
with different stakes.
Some of the overlaps, right? We're really big. It's just like that's what you grow up to is those discussions, right?
Yeah,
how do we retaliate?
That's what it is.
Yeah,
it's no different than throwing piss balloons. Just people die.
Right. And the systemic problems, we see them mirroring the systemic, the meaningless PowerPoint presentation to the police and the meaningless PowerPoint presentation to the teachers going into the school year, and everybody frustrated because none of what you're telling us right now has anything to do with the reality we're going to experience when we're out doing our jobs.
What's being done.
Yeah.
And Prez is there at the middle school.
Do you think that these kids are going to end up in Prez's math class?
I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Probably.
Right.
Probably. Right?
Why we're setting it up that way,
It'd
right?
be weird if we if we went out of the way to say that he's in a middle school.
Right.
These kids seem like they're about that age.
Yeah.
It'd be strange if it wasn't the case.
Because we have them shopping for back to school clothes, the school getting ready for the school year. I think they come together.
I think so too. And I also was kind of hoping we'd see Beatty this episode, but I'm sure we'll see her.
We will.
Again.
I think we
Jimmy's
will. Yeah.
Dating her.
Living with her.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean that's awesome. I mean, really, it really is cool.
Yeah.
I like that him and Daniels are still together.
Yeah.
Which they went from being almost, never seeing one another again at the end of last season because, he's like, you're out the unit once it's done.
And I think that that's how Jimmy ends up, if maybe not back in the unit, certainly working closely with him, is Daniels is that unit, even, I don't know if the unit's independent, I think, but it's Daniel's baby.
It is.
And I'm sure very much that he can be like, Jimmy,
please,
can this time I really need you at least for this. He's obviously overqualified to be driving a patrol car, at least in the eyes of his superiors.
Yeah.
All of them collectively.
They all are like, we told him.
We told him. I've told him 10 times we need him as a detective. Do you think we see Rawls this season? You notice Rawls and Burrell weren't part of this?
They weren't part of it.
Maybe we're not dealing with that hierarchy as much this season.
Sure. I'm sure it'd be weird if we didn't, right? I think we'll probably get him in some scene or something, or extended scene. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think they're just as important to the show as
yeah, and in my own, sorry, the only reason I even brought it up was how much of a driving force are they going to be on the decisions Daniels makes, on what happens with Jimmy, on what happens with the investigations into Marlo. We already know that Lester is and Kima are stirring the pot a little bit with this investigation. They said it's going to affect political people in the city, which might be how Royce goes down. Yeah, whatever their criminal investigation is, and where the mayor, Rawls, Burrell, whoever comes into that, because we know we're following Royce a lot because that's where we've got Herc now.
Yeah,
so
Herc's, yeah, I love how they kind of move the characters in the show kind of like a chessboard.
I mean, it makes sense. I'm sure that happens a lot
for sure.
Do you ever get the feeling that Herc keeps failing upwards?
He really does. Oh my God. I didn't think about that, but yeah, he does.
Like, oh look, now he's got a pretty cushy job that probably after you're done with that detail, you can probably have your pick of things to do, Yeah. When I was at boot camp, the drill sergeants were monsters, but it was like we do this for, a year or whatever, and then we kind of have our pick of whatever we can do after this.
Why not, right?
Yeah, after you do this, they let you do what you want.
That's insane. But
yeah,
I get it, I guess. But also at the same time, I do think you're right about Rawls and Burrell, thank you. I think they're going to play into the Daniels storyline because Daniels basically has Bunny's job now.
Yep.
And so, he has his job. He's the major there.
We focused a lot on the Comstat meetings last season for obvious reasons. It's really important. Do you think we get them as much this season?
Maybe a little bit, but also we don't need it because we've spent so much time in that room.
We know it. We get it. Right. We're moving on.
Yes, it's so smart how they plan that out throughout the whole show. We've seen this aspect. We know what's happening. It informs decisions made by characters in the future.
We've the audience is aware of this part of the situation. Right. Yep. We're not back on the docks because in season 2 we got that. We're not spending so much time with the street level dealers because in season 1 we kind of went through that hierarchy.
Yeah, man.
I do think the politics that we really kind of started in season 3 is going to be. Did it feel to you like it's even going to be bigger in season 4 based on what we saw today?
I mean, we're actually in a campaign office now,
right? Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
We spent more time with it than we did at any point. I feel like last season.
We really did. We're in the car with him,
right? Yeah,
day to days.
Kind of split the season between the political angle and the youths.
Why not, man? Yeah. Also, real quick,
no rules.
He's one of our favorites. I wonder if we're going to see him again. Clay Davis. Do you think we're going to see Clay Davis?
Yeah.
I hope so.
I feel like the Lester investigation, Clay Davis's name has to at least come up in it. He's the dirtiest guy with his fingers in everything in Baltimore.
He is the dirtiest guy.
He's terrible, but he's such a great character, and Isaiah Whitlock is so good at playing him. Yeah, we're going to see Clay Davis on some level.
I'm going to miss him saying string, the way he says it.
Yeah, the character that I'm curious about how they changed up, and I don't think for a second they're gone, is Omar. Because for 3 seasons, Omar had beef exclusively with the Barksdales.
Sure. He's probably still doing his thing. I mean,
right? Is he going to get into it with
Marlo?
Marlo? Is he going to get into it with Proposition Joe? Is he not going to get into it with a specific drug gang at all this time?
He really didn't beef with Proposition Joe.
No. It was all we've seen really is Barksdale's because he robbed them early in season 1.
Yep.
And that's when the war started.
We spent so much time with that.
Right.
It's so it is
all 3 seasons.
It is kind of like a now what.
It's like now what for Omar?
I think the natural choice kind of feels like Marlo.
I think so too.
But he might be a little in over his head with them because they seem like they're incredibly capable.
They're smarter. You know what I mean?
Way smarter.
Again, it's not
and
like
scarier.
And
more dangerous.
With the Barksdales, Omar could throw on a wig and pretend to be an old man and wheel up to a drug house and just rip it off pretty easy.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Marlo's crew is the same kind of people that are going to fall for that.
They're calculated.
They're dangerous. They're calculated.
Serial killers.
They're sociopaths. Yeah, absolutely.
Straight up, man.
Yeah, they are.
That shot of her sitting alone in the park.
Yeah.
Is haunting.
Right.
That is so scary.
Like nobody blinked. You know what I mean? Those two, right? We saw them, kill one guy and take another guy off to kill him. Their pulse never went up. And all.
It's just doing their job.
Yep. Okay, here you are. I got you.
In between having a casual conversation, pop, and then just wrap them up. That's horrifying.
Yeah, no, they're frightening.
So I'm looking forward to seeing more of that, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of morbid, but at the same time, I do want to see where that goes and how it comes apart, because I don't see that lasting.
No, things are gonna blow up somewhere, especially with the Wire following Marlo's people so closely.
So do you think that like Marlo and his crew are going to be like kind of I don't want to say big bad, but like they're going to be kind of like the antagonists of the show until the end? Because
I don't know. We still have 2 seasons. I think they're definitely going to be the focus this season based on what we saw.
Yeah.
You know, we thought maybe Prop Joe. We didn't see or get a word of him in this episode, so I don't think he's going to be. I'm not saying he's not going to be on the show or important,
but if he was going to be,
I don't think it's the main focus.
Yeah.
Right? I think Marlo's definitely more of that.
Yeah, this show this season this premiere did a great job of kind of setting everything up.
I think so. Yeah.
Great introductions to everybody again, where we're all at.
Yeah.
In our situations. I do want to get back to the Marlo's crew. I do want to get back to the kids in this season. We didn't see Dennis at all, so maybe he's not going to be a part of it.
I really hope he's back.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, like if we're dealing with kids,
right,
he should be there.
Right, like that's what he is. He's basically a guy who works with at-risk youth. I didn't say troubled, but at-risk youth for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very excited about how the season's set up so far.
Me too.
All right, we'll catch you next one, guys. Thank you.
See ya.